President Albornoz, on behalf of my colleagues from the Prince George's County Council, I'm pleased to welcome you and your colleagues from the Montgomery County Council to the 2022 Bi-County meeting. We are grateful to be able to connect once again by way of virtual technology. Let us start by having the members of both councils introduce themselves, and we will begin with the Montgomery County Council.
Well, thank you so much, Chair Hawkins, and let me just express my deepest appreciation to you and your colleagues for the collaboration and partnership, which has been extraordinarily important, especially these last 2.5 years. I also want to express our deepest appreciation to all of the WSSC commissioners, Director Reed and her team. We recently had the opportunity to meet in council session with that team, and once again, we're deeply impressed with their level of preparation, their partnership, and their transparency. So thank you all so much. And so what I will do is ask my colleagues to introduce themselves, and I will begin with my district colleagues, and we will go in numerical order, starting with District 1. Councilmember Friedson. Councilmember Friedson is off camera, and so why don't we go to Council District 2?
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair, Mr. President, sorry. Craig Rice, District 2, Montgomery County Council. Good to see you guys.
Thank you so much. Council District 3.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Sidney Katz, the council member for District 3. Good to see everybody.
Council District 4.
Hello, everybody. I'm Nancy Navarro. I represent District 4, and it's a pleasure to be here among so many friends.
Council District 5.
Hi, everybody. Tom Hucker in Council District 5, bordering Prince George's County. Good to see everybody.
Great. And I see that Councilmember Friedson's camera and phone are still off, so we'll go to my at-large colleagues, starting with Council Vice President Glass.
Good afternoon, everybody. Evan Glass, Vice President of the Council and an at-large member. Nice to see you all.
Thank you. And of course, Councilmember Jawando.
Yes, good to see everybody. Councilmember Will Jawando, an at-large member. I'm looking forward to the Prince George's County talking about where you're from and the best districts. That's my favorite part of this meeting every year. So don't let me down.
All right, and we are joined by my colleague and friend, Councilmember Andrew Friedson, who is off camera at the moment, but of course he represents District 1. This is his first term on the council. And we will not be joined today by at-large Councilmember Hans Remer. He sends his regrets, but we appreciate his leadership. So with that, Chair Hawkins, I turn it back over to you.
Thank you very much. We will start on the Prince George's County Council side with our vice chair and then our senior council member at large, and go from District 1 to District 9.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. First and foremost, it's great to see our colleagues and our neighbors from Montgomery County. My name is Sidney Harrison. I serve as the vice chair of the Prince George's County Council. Also serve the District 9 community, which is the southern part of Prince George's County, also known as wine country of Prince George's County. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Councilmember at Large Mel Franklin. It's great to be back with all of you and see you all again, our colleagues in Montgomery County. Of course, along with Council Chair Calvin Hawkins, represent the entirety of Prince George's County. So by definition, that's going to be the best district. It's the whole entire county. I don't think anybody can beat that. So I'm going to go ahead and say that Councilmember Hawkins, I just lay claim to that title because everybody else is just going to claim one part of what we already represent. So good to see everybody.
Great to see everyone. I'm going to try to explore Mr. Franklin's comments. Not only do I represent District 1, which is the home of WSSC, and I'm really sorry that you're not with us at WSSC today in District 1, But even better than that, we also represent one of the drinking water reservoirs. And as I look out the window in front of me, I'm looking at Montgomery County, and you can't beat that.
Hi, everyone. Councilmember Danita Veras, and I represent District 2, which is the flavor and the of the county. We have the highest diversity of Latinos. We have the nightclubs and the parties, and we have the Northern Gateway area, that is the unincorporated area of Langley Park, which borders with Montgomery County, so you know. We have the heart of the Gateway Arts District, which will be experiencing its Open Studios tour this weekend. And I welcome you to all attend, which will be over 100 artists, the highest concentration of artists in the region, showing off internationally and nationally renowned artists throughout the nation. So please do come out. It's gonna be a great time to be had by all.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm County Councilmember Danielle Claros. Great to see you, Montgomery County folks, although I wish it was in person just to be able to see you. I represent District 3 here in Prince George's County. So that's home of the University of Maryland, but also home of a significant portion of our Purple Line stops, 9 of the 11 in Prince George's County, and 2 amazing metro stations, the College Park Metro and New Carrollton Metro. So great to be here.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm County Councilman Todd Turner. I have the pleasure of representing the 4th Council District, which is the northeastern corridor entrance to Prince George's County. Unfortunately, I border a different county than Montgomery, but that's okay. And I just want to say, particularly to all my colleagues, both on Prince George's and the Montgomery County side, this will be our last bi-county meeting. Unfortunately, we're not in person, but I know hopefully we've all contributed to the work that we have done both in Prince George's and Montgomery County Council. And always good to see my old friend and former municipal colleagues, Sydney Katz, as well. So thank you.
Hi, I'm Jolene Ivy. I represent District 5. And since I'm unopposed, I am sure I will see you here next year. Thanks so much.
Good evening, everyone. I am Jonathan Medlock, the former mayor of the city of District Heights and the current council member of District 6 here in the heart of Prince George's County, District 6, where we have Prince George's County Community College, we have Watkins Park and Walker Mill Regional Park. We also have a great diversity here in District 6, and I'm happy to be on my first meeting as a council member. And I'm looking forward to this robust conversation and getting to know every single one of you. So thank you so much.
Good afternoon, everyone, and it's great seeing you. I'm Rodney Streeter. I'm council member representing District 7. I border the District of Columbia, and I have some of the most amazing constituents in my area, and more subway stations than any other jurisdiction. Thanks for being here. Great to see you all again.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Councilmember Edward Burrows. Proud to represent the great District 8. I represent folks from Andrews Air Force Base all the way over to National Harbor. Look forward to this productive meeting. Thank you.
At this time, pursuant to the previous chair of the Prince George's County Council, Todd Turner, who we affectionately call Chair Emeritus, requested that we ask the commissioners from both Montgomery County and Prince George's County would take a moment to introduce themselves, starting with Montgomery County WSSC commissioners.
Hi, I am Fausto Bayonet, commissioner from Montgomery County, representing my constituency, the WSSC.
Hello, I'm Eloise Foster, and I'm a Montgomery County Commissioner. It's a pleasure to be here today.
And I'm Howie Dennis, also a Montgomery County Commissioner. Great pleasure to be here today.
Good afternoon, Chair Hawkins, Vice Chair Taveras, President Albornoz, and Vice President Glass, and all members of the Prince George's and Montgomery County Councils here today. I am Keith Bell, the current chair of WSSC's Board of Commissioners. On behalf of all commissioners, we're grateful for your thoughtful consideration of our FY23 budget proposal, and we appreciate your continued support of WSSC as we strive to maintain and improve our infrastructure to provide clean and safe drinking water to our customers. Thank you.
I believe last but not least, I'm Regina Speed-Bost, Commissioner from Prince George's County and the newest member of the WSSC Commission. It's a pleasure to be with you today.
Have we announced all of our WSSC commissioners? Thank you. Colleagues, just indulge me for a moment. We also have, I believe, representatives from the Park and Planning Board, Park and Planning Commission from both Prince George's and Montgomery County. If any Montgomery County commissioners are on from Park and Planning, would you introduce yourselves, please? Don't hear any. I know I saw Peter Shapiro from the Prince George's County side. They all are shy. Washington Suburban Transit Commission, are any reps from there on with us?
Yes, good afternoon, Mr. Chair. Thank you very much. My name is Pat Bashir. I'm the director of the Washington Area Transit Office, here representing the Washington Suburban Transit Commission. Two commissioners of which come from your own membership here amongst us today. Councilman Todd Turner and Councilman Tom Hucker are both commissioners on the WSTC. Thank you very much for having us today.
Thank you. Any additional members? Our general manager, please introduce yourself, and then we will continue with our proceedings.
Good afternoon, council members. Thank you for having us here today. I want to especially thank you through this difficult budget season for looking and considering our budget that is going to enhance customer assistance, which we know is desperately needed during this time. And also, we still managed to get a budget to you that emphasizes our commitment to infrastructure improvement, which creates jobs in both of our glorious counties, Prince George's and Montgomery County. So thank you so much for having us here today, and we appreciate your support as always.
Thank you, colleagues on both Prince George's County side as well as Montgomery County side. In light of the health pandemic that we have been experiencing, this has been and continues to be a challenging time for the residents of our two counties and for our governments. In addition, I know that you are working nonstop as we are in a very uncertain time to make budget decisions for fiscal year 2023. Our purpose today is to review and adopt the fiscal year 2023 budgets for the Washington Suburban Sanitary Commission, the bi-county portion of the Maryland National Capital Park and Planning Commission, and the Washington Suburban Transit Commission. I want to thank the hardworking commissioners from both counties and the excellent WSSC staff. I also want to thank the planning board members from both counties, as well as their outstanding staff members. In addition, I want to thank our council staffs and technical support teams for all of their efforts behind the scenes to make everything work. Before we turn to the budgets themselves, I would like to review the voting procedures we have used in the past. A motion made by a member of one council must be seconded by a member of the other council. Also, a majority of each council must vote in favor of a motion in order for it to pass. President Albornoz, if you agree, I suggest that we adopt another recent practice of recent years, and that is to vote on all the budgets in one omnibus motion. If that is acceptable, I will ask Executive Director Marlene Michelson, and Council Administrator Robert Williams to summarize their joint staff recommendation on these budgets. I will turn it over to Marlene and Robert at this time.
Thank you. Good afternoon, council members. I think our joint staff recommendations will take less time than your introductions did. A lot of consensus this year. I'm going to start off with the Maryland National Capital Park and Planning Commission. For the commission in the Central Administrative Services portion of the budget, we are recommending reductions of approximately 17,000, for the Prince George's County portion and 99,000 approximately for the Montgomery County portion. These are savings that the commission indicated that they have found in the budget. They will not have any impact on service levels. We are also recommending for compensation, recognizing that our counties may have different compensation adjustments for our staff, that the commission select the compensation amounts not to exceed the amount they submitted as part of their FY23 budget. And I'll turn it over to my colleague and good friend, Bobby Williams, to take you through WSSC.
Thanks, Marlene. Greetings to council members. The WSSC budget and capital improvement program, for that, we recommend approval of the joint staff recommendations that are noted on your documents on attached circle pages 1 through 3. That's WSSC. And then with the WSTC budget, we recommend approval of the fiscal year 2023 amounts proposed for Prince George's County. That number is $123,065. And for Montgomery County, it's $143,065. Letters and information, additional information on all these issues from Chair Hawkins and President Albanaz are reflected in your packet on circle pages 4 through 9. And that concludes the joint staff recommendations.
Thank you both. Is there a motion to approve all 3 budgets and actions as reflected in the joint staff recommendations?
So moved, Mr. Chair.
I believe Council Member Todd Turner from Prince George's County made the motion. Is there a second from a member of the Montgomery County Council?
Second.
Was that Council Member Craig Rice?
It was Council President Albanaz.
I apologize, Mr. President.
No problem.
Okay. All those in favor, please vote A.
Aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it. Are there any opposition to the budget that stands approved? Seeing none, is there a motion to adjourn?
Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, can I just reflect one second before? I know sometimes we use this meeting to talk about some other things. Just by way of just reminiscing a little bit or reflecting a little bit. The last meeting that we had prior to the pandemic in March of 2020 was a joint meeting between our respective TIE committees that was hosted by WSSC. And I know because of the pandemic, we obviously have not been able to jointly meet in our committee structures since that time, since we've all been trying to do that. But obviously there are some issues that jointly impact both Prince George's County and Montgomery County. And to the extent we can technology-wise do it, or if we feel comfortable enough, perhaps the in-person meetings, to eventually do some joint meetings again, particularly on the transportation, infrastructure, energy, environment side, because I know we got the Purple Line obviously restarted. Obviously, we got the toll lane proposal that we're still dealing with. We got the federal infrastructure legislation and funding coming forward. So it may behoove us, once we get through our respective budgets and the extent, once again, we can meet to try to do those joint kind of meetings on those things that impact both Prince George's and Montgomery County, to start up that tradition again, since it's been a couple of years. So just a suggestion. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Turner. And again, I apologize. Who made the motion to adjourn? Oh, Councilmember Tavares.
I'd just like to also echo Mr. Turner's comments. This is my last joint session with you all. It's been an honor to work with you all, and hopefully this is not necessarily a goodbye, but see you later, and we could work in a different capacity moving forward. But with that, I do think that there are some other, in addition to the issues that Mr. Turner highlighted, I do think that there may be worth conversations to be had regarding the resolution of financing these septic tank problems that we have across both districts, because this is a major issue that needs to be finally resolved. As well as I understand now, there isn't as the movement of utility lines may not be as drastic as currently proposed with the toll lanes or the 210 for 50 issue, but I think we can't take our eyes off of that. And we also need to keep doubling down and reinvesting in preserving our pipelines and making sure that, you know, they're taken care of. I'm concerned that, you know, that as we conserve water, the costs continue to grow up. And there's gotta be a way for us to find a medium to control costs. That's my dog telling me my time is up. So with that, I just want to say thank you all. It's been an honor and a pleasure to serve you. And yes, indeed. I am done now. Thank you.
Denny's dog name is Lucky. Thank you, Lucky. You prevented me from having to do it. Are there any additional comments, questions? Again, is there a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Was properly moved by Prince George's Council Member Jonathan Matlock and Montgomery Council Member Will Jawando, seconded. All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Show of hands and all that. The ayes have it. Majority prevails. Thank you all for your time. This meeting is adjourned.